Hello everyone. Um, so I guess today I'm gonna I'm gonna be showing you how I do my testosterone shots. And maybe talk a little bit about what's been happening ever since I upped my dose last time. So this is the second. I've been on the 2 millimeter dose. No, 0.2 millimeters. Yeah, 0.2 milliliters, and I've been up to the 0.25. So I took my first 0.25 dose last week, so this is gonna be second time doing that. So I just keep all my things that I need in this box. It says burger on it because I bought a burger shaped mug and it came in this box. But yeah, I mean everything fits like really nicely in here. Maybe not that I tipped the box over to show you, but yeah. So yeah, I got all this stuff when I went to get my when I got my testosterone from the pharmacy. My doctor called me in so they could teach me how to do it, and when they taught me how to do my shots, they also gave me all of these supplies, and all I have to do is just if I run out or have a full sharps bucket, um, then I just go in and get a new one or get more supplies. So of course, trigger warning. This will be needles, injecting, stuff like that. Um, and so I guess if you don't want to see that, you can I don't know, you can like click off the video or just close your eyes the entire time if you just don't want to see this. But yeah, I'm just doing this for educational purposes. I hope you can hear me because I'm trying to use a new phone stand I got. But anyways, let's get started. So what you need to do first is wash your hands, which I've done. I've washed my hands. You're gonna need your sharps bucket, which looks, I mean, sometimes they're green, sometimes they're yellow. I got this really cute small one. It's yellow. It says sharps collector on it, biohazard, danger, whatever. And yeah, and they all open differently, but mine opens from the top. And yeah, so I'm just gonna put that over there. You'll need one syringe. They all come individually wrapped in this like plastic paper packaging for me anyways. So you'll need two needles. They all kind of depend on like I don't know what your doctor or pharmacy has, but you need this really small needle that's for injecting, and then you got a large needle which isn't for injecting. It's just for drawing up your testosterone. So it can be like any like large size. Like mine is like massive, like this compared to that, huge. But it like the size of this doesn't matter because you aren't putting this on yourself. It just goes in your testosterone. You're so like it. You won't be using that on your. Yeah. Anyways, you'll need two alcohol swabs. I have these two. I don't know. My doctor gave them to me. Where they're like two connected, so that's really useful. And yeah. Last but not least, of course, you need your testosterone. So mine comes in this like really cute box. I'm not putting it up to the camera because then you could probably see all my personal information, which is not needed for you anyways. So so this thing with testosterone bottles is that they come with this cap. You don't unscrew this. This right here is the cap, and it's like a rubber that if you put a needle through it and you take it out, it will close. Like it will just go back to being sealed once you take the thing out, which is really cool because then you don't need an actual cap to screw and unscrew. And it also stops the liquid from falling out. Like the liquid only goes through the needle. If you tip this upside down, which I will show you later with the needle in it, nothing will come out of the edges. But because of that, you'll need to sanitize the alcohols the top is an alcohol swab because, like, you know, there's no actual cap on here. It's just out there in the open, and I've been touching it when showing it you, so gotta make sure everything is clean. You do not want any infections or bacteria getting into your body. So yeah, just I usually gather all of my used things in one corner. I don't have an actual like garbage can right beside me. I literally only have two garbage cans in the house. But yeah, I just like keeping things really neat and tidy when doing this. So now I'm gonna, while waiting for this to dry, I'm gonna start preparing my supplies. So I'm gonna open my syringe, and also, by the way, this is just, I'm just showing you how I was taught. If your doctor teaches you to do something else, please listen to them, don't listen to me. I'm just showing you like how my experiences are, just in case anyone is curious. So anyways, you gotta keep this bottom part sterile, so I leave it half in the bag until I need to use it. Then I'm gonna take the large needle that I don't use to inject myself. This one is used only to draw up the testosterone. I'm gonna keep this end sterile, so I'm gonna make sure I don't touch it, and I'm just gonna leave it like this. Now, once I'm ready to drop my testosterone, I'm gonna take this, making sure I don't touch the bottom. Take this, make sure I don't touch the top. And then I'm gonna just screw it on. So, and then I can just dispose of the packaging. So, before I take, this is the cap. So some needles have, the cap that looks like this, or, sometimes they have like a little like flip, like you just flip the cap off, but this one is like one that just like detaches from the needle completely. But, before I do anything with the needle, I'm gonna loosen the barrel of the syringe because you do not want it to get stuck in the middle of injecting. And yeah, I'm gonna also find the numbers. So 0.25 is about here. It's not that much. This is a 1 milliliter syringe, so on the bottom it says 1 milliliter, and then I'm only using like this much, like here. So now that I have the barrel loosened, I'm gonna open the needle. I'm gonna pull the cap away from me when I do that. The first time I actually did this, I stabbed myself. Then I'm gonna put the needle in here, and then, like I said, when you tip it upside down, literally nothing falls out. This is a bit hard to figure out, especially when you first try it, but holding this upside down without your fingers blocking the numbers, so you can still see how much to pull out. So I usually pull out more than usual because air bubbles. You do not want that in your medicine. And then I just push the syringe back in to push out all of the air bubbles. Then I tap the needle, the syringe, to get rid of any leftover air bubbles. Then turn it back upright. Really, there. Then I put this back down, and so I turn everything upright first, just to make sure nothing like falls out. So even though this cap is watertight, I don't want anything to spill. Then I immediately put the cap back on. You do not want to wave this around without the cap. So now you got this, you're gonna set this down, and you're gonna start figuring out where to inject on yourself. So you gotta sanitize your belly first. So I'm just gonna tuck my shirt up like this. And then, so we gotta divide, like, I don't know, my doctor told me to do this way. So you gotta put it on a different part of your stomach each week, or else you will get scarring. So last time I did here, the time before that I did here, So that means I'm doing it here, down here below my belly button. So I'm just gonna sanitize. I mean, like, I'm really bad at figuring out where I sanitize myself, so I usually sanitize like an entire area. Um, cause I'm really bad at remembering where like things are, especially if it's just like a clear like alcohol swab on my belly. Um, yeah, so I just sanitize all of that just to make sure. Now I'm gonna wait for my belly to dry, and while I do that, I'm gonna take this. Once again, keeping this sterile. I open it. By the way, if you like drop any of this stuff or somehow get it like unsterile, like if you touch it, you'll have to dispose of it and get a new one. So please be careful. I'm gonna so I usually do this alone with no one around me because I do not want to be bumped and injured. So I open my sharps bucket. I untwist this, toss it in here. Once again, making sure this is still sterile. And then I just screw on the new needle, just same way I screwed on the other needles. And yeah, so I am all ready to go. So usually I try to find a good like fatty parts in this quadrant of my belly to inject it with. I pinch it like this. And so like okay, maybe I'll take out like I gotta show you because this is really, really important. It may seem really minor, but this is a very important thing, and I'm gonna show you with the larger needle. But let's see if I can get it. So like you see how it's like pointed like you have like a really fine tip on the needle. You gotta make sure that it's facing like not like this, but like this pointed tip has to be on the bottom when you're injecting. So like it literally like okay, my original plan is to get a bubble tea straw to show you guys, but I clearly don't have one because these literally look like miniature bubble tea straws. But like if it's like angled like this and then the hole is on one side, right? Like you gotta make sure the hole is on top. Like it's called the bevel, and you gotta make sure the bevel is pointing upwards, which means the hole is pointing upwards and then the sharp part is pointing downwards on the other side. Because if you don't do that, the needle will actually bend when you inject yourself, and that is not good. I have never done that before. That is dangerous. So yeah, so took the cap off. I'm gonna go ahead and inject ourselves now, making sure the bevel is pointing correctly. Gonna place this. So when you inject yourself, you gotta put the needle in first and then press down on the cap. You're gonna feel some sort of resistance. After that, you immediately put the cap back on, toss the needle in the bin, close the lid of the bin, and okay, so it usually doesn't bleed, but I think I hit a blood vessel here. Like, it's not that bad though, like, so usually you would feel some sort of resistance when you push on the syringe to push the fluid into your body. But I don't know. I didn't feel that, so I think I did. I don't know. Sometimes you get like a little bit of a hiccup, like you bleed, or it just hurts a little bit. Usually, if it hurts a little bit, for me, I know it. I'm gonna bleed from that. But for the most part, if you do it correctly, there'll be resistance on the needle on the syringe, and it won't hurt. It'll feel just like a little like pinch, like it doesn't feel like any of those really big, like, when you get, like, a shot or, like, a vaccine. It doesn't feel like that, because this is going in, for me anyways, it goes into the fat of my belly, which, I mean, there shouldn't be any nerves, or, like, any, like, big, no, it shouldn't hurt, because it's literally the fat of your belly. So, yeah, and it shouldn't bleed. I mean, like, if it does bleed, you should be fine. If you don't stop bleeding, though, please get it checked out. But, like, if you, like, just, like, massage area, press on the area, make sure the bleeding stops if you do bleed, and it should be fine. Like, I stopped bleeding now, I'm okay. But, anyways, that is all for, but anyways, actually, like, you know, like, after this, you gotta clean up. What the heck? I have, there we go. Can you even see me? Okay, what if I put you right here? This is bad. The light is making me look unseeable. Anyways, gotta clean up. I'll do it after this video, though. Like, but, like, make sure, always keep the needle caps on unless you're putting the needle in either your testosterone vial or in yourself. Make sure the bevel is pointed upwards. Make sure you don't, like, get any, like, make sure things are still sterile. Make sure you keep your sharps bucket lid closed when you aren't putting anything in it or using it or whatever. And, yeah, that's kind of how I do my, testosterone. So, anyways, now the next topic. What has been happening ever since I upped my dose? So, I've definitely, like, my mood has definitely, like, settled. I'm no longer feeling angry all the time or whatever, frustrated at everything. I think I'm getting a bit more body hair. Like, it's not like getting thicker, there's just been more of it. I haven't gotten any in, like, really weird places. It's, like, just normal places still, like my arms, legs, armpits, stuff like that. My voice has been... Okay, I don't know if it's been dropping, because, like, you hear voice differently than how other people hear it. But I can tell that it is feeling very funky. My throat's been itchy. Not from COVID, but, because my voice is dropping. It's been feeling, like, more sore. Like, my throat's been sore. But, like, yeah, this is, I don't know, I think this is my 2 months on T now, which is pretty great. And, yeah, I'm just really excited and really happy that, it's what's happened. Or at least, I'm at least, like, happy that, of the things that's been going on so far, like, everything's been going very well. I haven't run into any complications yet. Yeah. So I guess that's the update. And, a bit of a tutorial, too. Yeah, thank you so much for, following me this entire time, back, like, years ago, and now all the way up to today, where I'm about 2 months on T. Thanks so much for all of the support, guys. I'll see you in another video. Bye.